Chapter 25. Nicholas grew cold and tired waiting for Gretchen. He fell asleep leaning against Martin's soft fur. The great blue heron patiently plucked minnows out of the water until she had her fill. A light breeze ruffled the water. Nicholas awoke to the heron leaning over him, her gray eye close to his face. Martin had gone. "We must go now," Gretchen said. "It will be dawn soon. You may climb onto my back, and we will fly off." Nicholas scrambled up. "I knew all about flying," Nicholas said. "We hitched a ride with a Canada goose once." "Hold on," is all Gretchen said. She leaped into the air. It was not like the long takeoff of a goose. 1 minute the heron was standing on the ground, and the next minute she was airborne. Nicholas squeaked, held on to Gretchen's feathers, and tried to stay on her back. They flew along the coast, away from the ship. It was still dark, but the sky had become lighter. Nicholas could see streetlights in town. A few cars appeared on the roads. "Plymouth looks like a pretty town," Nicholas said. Gretchen remained silent. She beat her great wings slowly. She followed a marshy river along the shore. Soon she sat down on the riverbank in some cattails. "Are we in West Tisbury already?" Nicholas asked. The sun was coming up. Nicholas could make out small houses made of bark under some trees up away from the river. "We are still in Plymouth," Gretchen said. "This area is the homeland of the Wampanoag people. They have lived here for thousands of years. They were here before the Pilgrims and named this area Patuxet. The Wampanoag lived along the coast in the summer. They grew corn, fished in the ocean, and hunted game in the forest," Gretchen said. "They view the earth and all of nature as a gift from the Creator." "Are the Wampanoag all gone?" Nicholas asked. "No. Many Wampanoag people live in this area today. They work hard keeping the old ways alive. Some work at a museum called Plymouth Plantation, and they teach visitors about native ways." Gretchen grew silent. She and Nicholas watched the sun rise up over the cattails. "Native people passed their family stories down through the generations. That's how they keep their history alive. There is a story about Martha's Vineyard the natives tell," Gretchen said. "The island you are headed for was once called Kapawak by the Wampanoag," Gretchen said. "Sometimes natives tell of a giant named Maushop who lived long ago. He made his home along the shores of Cape Cod. He could stand with 1 foot in the bay and 1 foot in the ocean." "Was he a fierce giant?" Nicholas asked. "No. He watched out for natives living along the coast. He would bring them food when they were hungry and firewood for cooking. He fought a great bird as big as an island, which was attacking native children. He helped the landscape around Cape Cod," Gretchen said. "Maushop, walking through the water, collected sand in his moccasins. When he shook it out, the sand formed the island of Martha's Vineyard. The smoke from his pipe comes back as fog along the shore. He had a wife named Squant, 4 sons, and a beautiful daughter. A great stone marks where Squant stood near the mouth of a river. Their children turned into fish in the sea." "What happened to Maushop? Is he still around?" Nicholas asked. "The Wampanoag say that before the Europeans came, Maushop waded out into the water, turned into a white whale, and swam away." Nicholas thought about the stories. He tried to imagine a world of giants and mysterious events. He wondered if his family journal had stories like that. He knew he was close to finding his uncle. "Gretchen, will you take me to Martha's Vineyard? My family is counting on me to find my uncle and the journal of our family stories." "Climb up, Nicholas. It is not far now. I will take you over the sea to Martha's Vineyard." Gretchen leaped into the air, and this time Nicholas was ready. He held tightly to the heron. He watched as they soared over cedar trees and cattail swamps, heading away from the river. As they flew higher, Nicholas could see all of Cape Cod. Martha's Vineyard lay to the south. As they approached the island, Nicholas could see boats in the harbor and sandy beaches. In the middle of the island, he saw small towns and country roads. Old stone walls marked out farm fields just like back home. Somewhere down there, Nicholas hoped he would find his uncle and the end of his journey.